us playing at home, want to do it in front of the fans, especially get the 3 points and keep our way going up throughout the season.
Well, San Antonio FC once again backstopped last Saturday night in Phoenix by Diego Restrepo. Some unbelievable saves against Didier Drogba and the rest of Phoenix Rising FC. And for Diego, that was his 8th clean sheet of the season. It leads the USL, and he continues to be stellar.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a consummate professional. Diego comes to work every single day, does his job, keeps everybody accountable, but also keeps himself accountable. He's just one of those guys that he stepped in when Matt went down. He's been nothing but fantastic for us. He's a leader back there, and I look to see him just continue his good work the rest of the year.
We mentioned the 8 clean sheets for Diego Restrepo, but take a look at some of the other numbers for him. A save percentage of 82.5%, but also he has continually been the leader in the Golden Glove race, the award that goes to the best goals against average for any keeper in the USL. He sits at .55 coming into tonight's matchup. So it's, again, Diego Restrepo's time to shine, and hopefully he will do so once again here against Orange County Soccer Club. A couple of players that we'll point out to you tonight. For San Antonio FC, AJ Ajaqua, who has really played a great role for this club, coming on in place of Cesar Elizondo, who's been injured for much of the year, but he gets a matchup against his former team tonight.
Yeah, I mean, AJ, he's done really well coming in. He's just a spark plug out there, really. He just gives us a lot of energy out there. You know, he gives the back line especially just a lot of problems, and I know playing against his former team, he's going to want to show them why they should be missing him, and I think more than anything, he'd love to get a goal against them and give us the 3 points and send them back home.
For Orange County, that's 27-year-old Wilito Fernandez. He is an actual first-year player, played collegiately at UMass Lowell, was on trial with New York Red Bulls in Sacramento, but he's having a nice first season. 3 goals. He'll lead their attack up top tonight for Orange County Soccer Club. Well, again, Ryan, San Antonio FC back at home. You mentioned the ties and maybe the unluckiness that has plagued San Antonio FC here at home. They're looking for 3 points at Toyota Field since June 27th. How do they get it done here tonight?
I think you just come out starting out fast. I mean, we're at home, so we have to have the advantage and put the front foot put our foots on the pedal tonight and just come out there and just give it all we got and give it to our fans, especially because they're here for us all the time. They're our support. They're everything for us. So we just want to come out fast, put it away really early, and get it over with.
The last couple of games for San Antonio FC, though, you can see trending in the right direction possession-wise, and that'll be key tonight as well for this club.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's the way we like to play. People think that we're just a transition team, but we like to play out of the back. So if we get the ball under control quickly and keep the ball for us, I think the scoring chances will come, and hopefully we just put them away tonight.
The supporter groups, Mission City Firm, and the rest of the supporters for San Antonio FC will be looking for 3 points to walk out of the stadium happy here tonight. Our starting 11 and the opening kick coming up from Toyota Field right after this. Of the USL 2017 season rolls back into San Antonio and Toyota Field tonight. The host of a key Western Conference matchup, San Antonio FC, welcoming in Orange County Soccer Club. Thanks so much for joining us, along with San Antonio FC center back, academy coach, and part-time analyst Ryan Rishandel. I'm Dan Weiss, and it's great to have you with us. Well, San Antonio FC, Ryan, got a key 3 points on the road last weekend in Phoenix, their first win since the victory over Tulsa back on June 17th here at home. And it was a big victory because it allowed San Antonio FC to move back into second in the Western Conference standings.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been a long time since we got a win, a few ties on the stretch there. So a win on the road against a really good team kind of gives us some confidence. Like you said, it puts us back in the second place, fighting for that first place spot. But the guys played well. The boys came out ready to win, got the 3 points on the road. Now we're back home.
They only needed one goal, but they got one from the all-time leader in goals, Rafa Castillo, scoring on a penalty in the 85th minute to give San Antonio FC the 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good overall just worked play. I think it was Cesar who drew the PK, and like Rafa always does, steps up confidently, puts it in, gives us a huge 3 points right there on the road. You can see how excited everybody was, all the boys celebrating with him in the corner there.
Rafa's 4th goal this season, his 9th goal is a mention of San Antonio FC. And we take a look at the Western Conference table here as we come into tonight's matchup. And for San Antonio FC, as Ryan mentioned, those 3 points putting them back into second overall on the table. And they take on an OC soccer club tonight here that, although they're sitting on the outside looking in, Ryan, they have played the fewest matches of anybody in the USL, only 16, so that's a lot of games in hand for them right now.
Yeah, a lot of games in hand. I think it's mostly due because they haven't had their home field yet, so they've played more of the games on the road. But look, they've started out pretty well. They're right there on the playoff line, just below it right now, so they're playing pretty well. They've got a good stretch going, so we know it's going to be a tough game tonight. So we need to take it seriously and come out with 3 points tonight.
And for San Antonio FC, they've got a 12-point cushion between them and the last home field playoff spot. Still a lot of work to be done, however, to get to that point. Diego Restrepo continues his phenomenal campaign. He picked up his league-leading 8th clean sheet last Saturday night in Phoenix. And Ryan, I mean, he continues to amaze each and every week, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's doing a great job. I mean, he's a veteran guy. He's been doing it for a long time now, but it's awesome just to see someone like him step in, who wasn't a starter at the beginning of the year, step in and do what he's supposed to do, be a pro. And he's been clutch for us since he stepped in. He's kept the ball out of the goal for most games, and he's a consummate pro. He comes in every day, does his job, works hard, keeps the guys in check, especially the back four. And like I said, he's just done a great job for us, and I look for him to continue that tonight. 8
of the 11 clean sheets for San Antonio FC belong to Diego Restrepo. Let's take a look at some good numbers there. He's got an 82.5% save percentage. He is the leader in the Golden Glove race at .55, the goals against average. So, I mean, it has been all around fantastic for Diego Restrepo, the 29-year-old this season, stepping in admirably in place of the injured Matt Cardoni. Well, 2 players will feature for tonight's matchup. First, for San Antonio FC, AJ Ajaqua. This is a special matchup for him tonight, going against the team that he called home last year, Orange County Soccer Club.
Yeah, so he played there last year, so I'm sure AJ's kind of gunning right now to kind of stick it to him a little bit, probably get a goal in for him. I know he's pumped tonight. He's thinking about it. He's from California. I don't think he'd love anything more to put a goal in tonight and to beat his former team.
Meanwhile, Wilito Fernandez, 3 goals on the season for Orange County Soccer Club. 27-year-old rookie, took kind of an interesting path to becoming pro. He played collegiately at UMass Lowell, which actually is more known for being a hockey school than a soccer school. But Fernandez will be one of the targets up front tonight that San Antonio FC will have to focus on. Ryan, San Antonio FC, we mentioned their victory last Saturday in Phoenix was their first since their last victory here at home. And I know the fans would like to see a home win tonight out of this club. What do you expect for San Antonio FC tonight?
Yeah, I think hopefully the boys are excited to be back home. I know they know the fans deserve it. I think they're going to hopefully come out starting fast, put the pressure on them early, and then if we put the game away early, then it's ours for the keeping. So I know the guys are really gunning to play well tonight in front of the fans. The fans deserve it more than anything, and we support them as much as they support us. So hopefully the guys come out strong, fast, and put the game away early.
San Antonio FC goes for back-to-back wins tonight, and they'll be looking to give that crew sitting over in Mission City firm and the rest of the San Antonio FC supporters a big reason to cheer on the way out of Toyota Field. We'll have our starting 11s for both sides of the opening kick when we return after this.
Welcome to Corner Store. How can we help?
Well, I'm thirsty.
We have juice, teas, and over 100 ways to create your drink with our Coca-Cola Freestyle.
Wow, that's a lot of drinks.
Need a boost? We've got fresh coffee and great deals on energy drinks.
That's cool and hot.
Ready to relax? Check out our craft beer and wine selection.
Classy.
How else can we help?
That's it. I'll just take these. Thanks.
Don't forget the
We're
milk.
your juice, tea, soda, coffee, energy drink, beer, wine, milk, and more store. We're fresh and friendly. We're Corner Store.
Look for the silver door, Timmy.
All right, here we go.
Timmy! What is this place? Welcome to the Spurs Retirement Club. This is nice.
Here we have all-you-can-eat H-E-B Prime 1 steaks.
Awesome. And here's your monogram steak, sir. Cooked to perfection.
Plus an unlimited supply of Creamy Creations ice cream. You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
H-E-B Prime 1, just like they serve in the finest restaurants.
Gotta crank this party up a notch.
When it needs to be ultra exciting, high flying, non-stop action, San Antonio FC Soccer's got you covered. When it needs to be high performing, hard working, high tech, super safe, built for comfort, and surprisingly affordable, Holt Cat has got you covered. With best-in-class cat heavy equipment, engines, generators, and more, plus legendary service and support, and the largest parts inventory and distribution network in Texas. Kick it into high gear with Holt Cat.
I'm not the type to say any of this mushy garbage. You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly
awesome. I'm glad you showed up.
In my life.
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I
get down.
You always have
my back. My back.
It's really hard to describe. It's like all these tiny little things.
Yes, yes, things.
Are actually friendship.
It's the first Saturday in August. We are approaching the three-quarters pole of the 2017 USL regular season, and San Antonio FC still with only one blemish through 19 games this year. They are second in the Western Conference table, and they're back at home tonight as they welcome in Orange County Soccer Club. Let's take a look at our starting 11s tonight for both clubs. We start with San Antonio FC. We'll play in the traditional 4-2-3-1 that they've come accustomed to playing ever since April, although if you take a look at what Darren Powell was working on in practice, more of like a 4-1-4-1, but no changes, Ryan, from where they were last Saturday night in Phoenix, so pretty consistent group going out there tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you're coming off in a win. You don't really want to change too much. It's just getting ready for the next team. So, the guys played solid, obviously getting the 3 points on the road. So they're in there again tonight, and hopefully it's the same result as last week.
You see AJ Ajaqua in the number 9 spot there. 3 goals on the season for San Antonio FC. OCSC will also go to the 4-2-3-1 formation tonight. And we should actually mention who is not playing for them in the lineup. That's former San Antonio FC midfielder Carlos Alvarez, who was the first signing by the new MLS expansion club that is not playing yet, LAFC. Carlos was then loaned to OCSC, who is their affiliate, but he's been out of the lineup since July 8th because of an injury. And I know that's a bummer for him, and I'm sure everybody here in San Antonio tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to see Carlos come back. Like you said, he was the first signing in history here, so he's always going to be in the record books. But good on him. He's continued his career, and he's got himself a big career coming up with LAFC starting next year. So good for him. We're going to miss him tonight, but at the same time, I don't think we'll miss him too much.
That is Logan Paws, first-year head coach for Orange County SC. Hands down is the best dressed coach in the Western Conference. He goes suit and tie every single game. No disrespect, of course, to Darren Powell or anybody else in the Western Conference. That is the former Chicago Fire star, Logan Paws, who is, again, first year with Orange County. There's Darren Powell, his second season with San Antonio FC. Powell with an overall record 21-13-5, and he's looking for 3 more points here tonight at home. We are underway. Happy to have you along here on this Saturday, along with Ryan Rashandel and their entire crew. Dan Weiss from Toyota Field as San Antonio FC trying to make it back-to-back wins here, taking on Orange County SC club that is certainly ripe to try to pull the upset here this evening prior to their loss on Wednesday night They've gone unbeaten in their last 7 matches, and again, 16 matches played to this point in the season. They had a 3-week stretch, Ryan, from June 3rd to June 24th where they had no league games, and I can only wonder what Logan Paz did with his club for that 3-week time with no games.
Yeah, that's difficult for any pro to not kind of be in a rhythm during the middle of the season like that. So good on them to kind of just stay game fit, stay focused on what they need to accomplish, and so far it's done pretty well for them, being right there on the playoff line.
They're paying for it now. This is their 3rd game in 8 nights. They're going to play again on Tuesday, so 4 matches over 11 nights, and because of that, they're actually not playing some of their notable star players, at least to start, as Roy Muse and Jerry Van Avike both start on the bench tonight, so it's a little bit of a benefit to San Antonio FC to start this game. There's Rafa Castillo again, 9th career goal in San Antonio FC. You had a good tidbit on Rafa, by the way, before the game.
Yeah, that last game, the goal against Phoenix was actually his 100th goal in his career, so good on him. Congratulations to Rafa, just a great pro, an amazing career for him, so I know he was pretty excited.
And San Antonio FC has opened the scoring in the 2nd minute of play as Chris Tierpak delivers the header past Charlie Lyon, and it's 1-0. Tierpak's 5th goal of the season. What a start for San Antonio FC. That was good service by Greg Cochran, and look at Tierpak skying and putting it offline and putting it off Joe Franco and in.
Oh, like I said, we wanted to come out with our foots on the pedal, come out fast, and what better way to get a goal in the first couple minutes? Great little lofted ball by Greg to get in behind, and Chris does what he does best. He leaps up pretty high, wins the ball. I don't think anyone really knew about it. It seemed like everyone was kind of confused, thought maybe a foul was going to be called, but we'll take the 1-0 lead going in 2 minutes into the game any day.
Certainly a little bit of a delayed celebration, but San Antonio FC, that's without question one of the fastest goals they've scored in their history. I believe it's the fastest that they've scored this season in the 2nd minute. And they've got the early 1-0 lead on Charlie Lyon, looking for a second as again Tierpak on the attack. And that is the 25-year-old Charlie Lyon, who has started every match for Orange County Soccer Club to this point, making the stop. Just talking with Darren Powell in training yesterday for San Antonio FC. You look at the last 2 matches. San Antonio FC, they've won the possession battle 58-42 over Real Monarchs SLC, the best team in USL, a couple of Saturdays ago, and then 54-46 last Saturday night in Phoenix. And he said 2 of the best matches that we've played this season consecutively.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's something that the past probably few weeks or so we've really started to bunker down on in practice, is taking care of the ball a little bit better, and it showed the past 2 games, and obviously 2 good results against the top team in the league here, and then away against Phoenix, so it's a very strong veteran team. And you know, just if you keep the ball and you have the ball longer, you have more chances to score. And so far, it's worked out a lot better for us the last few weeks, and hopefully we keep it going.
It's a bad giveaway by Diego Restrepo here as OC into the box, but the lead pass ahead for Gustavo Villalobos does not connect. So Chris Tierpak in the 2nd minute, opening the scoring with his 5th goal of the season, finishing the header on the delivery by Greg Cochran from the left side. Cochran gets his 2nd assist of the year. And there's Tierpak again making the run upfield. Charlie Lyon come away with it. Oscar Sordo, former Galaxy 2 player, former homegrown LA Galaxy contracted player. They have, if you take a look at their roster, 10 players who hail from Southern California playing for this squad, although only 2 returnees from last year's team, which is a little strange because Orange County, if you remember at the end of the season, they just eked out San Antonio FC to make the USL playoffs, and then upset the #1 seed Sacramento Republic FC in the opening round on penalty kicks, lost then in extra time to Swope Park Rangers in the Western Conference semifinals. So it's rare to see a team go through a complete roster overhaul after making the postseason. And here's a Opportunity at goal that's just struck over net by James Baxendale, who's just brought on from the English Championship League a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it is strange a little bit that they'd have so much turnover. I mean, sometimes in this league you do see teams kind of have a decent amount of turnover as far as players changing teams and whatnot. But I guess when you have a new coach coming in, he wants to bring in his own guys, and that's what he did. Even though Orange County had a successful year last year, they're also doing just as well this year. So, yeah, it's surprising, but at the same time, with a new coach coming in, I think he just wanted to bring in his own kind of guys, how he likes to play.
Michael Reed wearing the armband once again tonight for San Antonio FC. Richard Chaplow, the 32-year-old veteran, is normally the captain for Orange County Soccer Club, but again, he is not even featuring tonight for Logan Paus's club. Again, when you consider they got 4 games over 11 days with travel, they're going to head back home for a match on Tuesday night against Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, so trying to space out minutes the best that Logan Paus can do so, and he's already down 1-0 here in the opening minutes, and San Antonio FC will be awarded a free kick. Center referee tonight is Robbie Hallner. Assistants working with him are Jeremy Weed and Diego Blas. Baltazar Peralhana is the 4th official for tonight. And this game has certainly opened to the light of the fans at Toyota Field. Tierpak scoring in the 2nd minute. And a lot of the fans that are still filing into the stadium here and settling into this one. San Antonio FC, it's funny, if you go back to that match against Tulsa, they scored 2 goals right off the hop against Tulsa Roughnecks FC and had that 2-1 lead going into halftime. Oftentimes this year, Ryan, it's been a team that has, played, I don't want to say conservatively, but they've kind of kept it close to the vest in the first half and then really opened it up in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, as we've talked about before, our defensive record is very good, one of the best in the league, if not the best. Because of that, I think maybe sometimes it looks a little bit like we're starting out a little bit slow, but most games, first 15, 20 minutes, teams are trying to feel themselves out anyway, and we're veterans in the back anyway, so we're going to always try to keep a clean sheet, and then as we feel out a team, we'll start finding what the weaknesses are, and then hopefully we can take advantage of it.
Cochran's strike blocked down in front. Greg will get back under this one. McCarthy will work it back to the keeper. Restrepo well off his line. And San Antonio FC will have the throw in here just in front of us in the 9th minute at Toyota Field. A little more humid tonight than it's been on these Saturdays. Temperature-wise, it's actually in the low 90s, 93, but dew point is in the 70s tonight. Very sticky this time of night. No sun, though, and that's certainly a little bit of a benefit, I'm sure, to all the players out on the pitch. It's relatively cloudy and a nice breeze coming out of the southeast at about 16 miles an hour. You can see those flags are flying pretty good here. There is the main San Antonio FC emblem flying in the northeast corner here at Toyota Field. Yeah, pretty good breeze tonight. It's going in San Antonio FC's favor in the first half, and they'll play into the wind in the second half. Charlie Lyon, he was playing for the under-23s with the Chicago Fire when Logan Paus was playing the final year of his storied Major League Soccer career with Chicago, so kind of cross paths a little bit. Castillo sending it wide of goal. And for Charlie Lyon, he was originally drafted by the Seattle Sounders, played with Seattle here last year at Toyota Field, and then released and signing with Orange County Soccer Club in the offseason. Again, has started every match. And his club finds themselves down a goal early in this one. Marco Jean will get under this one ahead to the former OC Blue striker, AJ Ajaqua. That is right. Orange County Soccer Club, like Phoenix, is rebranded this year. They were the OC Blues from 2011. They were one of the charter members of the USL with 11 other teams, but this season changing their name, changing actually their colors. They wore blue and orange last year. Now they're in more red and black, kind of traditional colors, similar to San Antonio FC. And white kits tonight. San Antonio FC in their black and white home kits here this evening. So the rebranding has certainly helped them get off to a 7-5-4 start through 16 matches. Oscar Sordo will return it to Lyon. Orange County 65% of the possession in their 1-0 loss at LA Galaxy 2 on Wednesday night. Had an opportunity to equalize late, but Roy Muse could not convert on a penalty. San Antonio FC creates a turnover here as Castillo sends it just wide of goal. And Jake was a little slow to get back up after he was upended on the pitch.
Yeah, AJ does a good job there, just doing his job defensively as a striker, putting the pressure on him. I think he gets a little tangled there, but he does a great job winning the ball off him and giving Rafa a chance at goal.
I honestly think he has been one of the more underrated additions for the San Antonio FC squad this year. He appeared last season in 24 matches with OC, but primarily as a substitute. And this year, this is his 12th start already this season, more so because of the injury to Cesar Elizondo, but he's taken full advantage of it.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he's done great just coming in off the bench and taking that starting role. Like you said, the stats might not show that he's important, but he's up there every single night working his tail off, and he gives opposing defenders a real hard time up there. He's quick, he's got some pace on him, and then he's also good with the ball at his feet. So every game, he's just one of those guys that keeps the back four in check and gives everyone a chance to kind of join him when the ball goes up the field.
Sama Sua can play both as a fullback and in the midfield. He's playing as a fullback tonight as Sordo will send it across the field. Monde E-Team trying to thread that one through. Villalobos, 18 out top. And resetting Pineda. Victor Pineda scored their last goal against Vancouver last Saturday night. Villalobos. Strike attempt blocked away by Michael Reed and settled back under here by Orange County. They'll go out wide in this sequence, but the opportunity there on the far flank for Joe Franco is not there. Franco will return to his fullback position. He's on the back tonight with Beto Navarro and Oscar Sordo, and we mentioned Asua is playing on the right fullback position for Logan Paws and Orange County Soccer Club. And again for San Antonio FC, the more familiar faces in the lineup. Darren Powell has kind of tinkered with that center midfield there. And we've seen Devin Vega get an opportunity. Now it's Marco Zhang the last couple of matches here tonight. A throw in here for Orange County, but I like what I've seen, and now they're going to throw an award at San Antonio FC. I like what I've seen from the 20-year-old Ojong. He's finally coming into, I think, rhythm and recognizing how Darren and the rest of the crew want to play, and now he's being rewarded with playing time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for Mark, it was difficult because he got here so late, trying to get over here from his country. Took a lot longer than I think anyone expected it to or wanted it to, but he's day by day, he's gotten better. He's gotten used to how we like to play, how the league has been this year as opposed to last year, and he's a strong boy. He's a good passer of the ball, very strong defensively in when he's got someone on him. So yeah, he's come in and he's been good. But the thing about our team is that we're so diverse in the middle of the park. You can put anybody in there just depending on who we're playing that day. Coach will probably maybe put somebody else in depending on the style the other team plays, and luckily we have the depth in the middle where we have options there. So Mark stepped in last game, and now he's in there again this game, and he's done really well.
Ojong, who played with Charlie Lyon in Seattle last year, from Cameroon, and last year was recognized as one of the top 20 under 20 in the United Soccer League. There's a run upfield offside, flag goes up. Wilito Fernandez trying to break into space for the first time this evening, and the flag goes up on the 27-year-old from Cape Verde. There's 3 goals on the season. There's the most goals of any active player tonight. Noonan up the right flank. Tierpak. And a goal kick awarded to Charlie Lyon.
Excellent build up there. Just going into Chris right there. He lays it back off and plays Ben in wide, Mark does. And that's kind of what we like to see right there. Just advancing of the field, breaking lines, and getting crosses into the box. I'm sure Chris would actually like that one back. He probably feels like he'd done a little bit better with that one.
5 goals now for Tierpak after scoring in the second minute. He was 2 shy of his 7 a year ago. Swope Park Rangers, so as good as advertised has been Tierpak here through 20 matches for San Antonio FC. Sama Asua, a delivery into the area as this one came free, but he scored it away from danger by Ben Noonan. Back out though to Asua. Panetta out top. They'll switch ends. Frank Oliver is brought over from the Dutch League as well, along with James Baxendale 2 weeks ago. Villalobos onside into the area. Fernandez just over goal. A little creativity from Orange County SC on the attack here, as you can see that they're comfortable playing both sides of the field, Ryan, here through the first quarter hour of the match.
Yeah, they're definitely comfortable when they have the ball in possession. As you see, when we're in our defensive shape, it's usually pretty tough to break us down. But their striker there found a nice little seam to get behind Sebastian there. And like you said, they're comfortable on the ball, so we got to be aware of that and maybe put a little bit more pressure on them once they get into our half, into our third.
Asua delivery into the area was headed away, and Marco Zhang quickly on the counter for San Antonio FC. Ajaqua turns back to the inside. He's got a beat. Trying to slide around his defender into the area. Stops, slips it. Billy Forbes off the bar. And another excellent build-up out of the back. And Marco Zhang found AJ Ajaqua, who turned in space, and boy, Billy Forbes nearly had a fine final touch.
Yeah, again, another excellent sequence from our guys, going from all the way from the back all the way up to the very front. AJ does a good job holding the ball up, and Billy makes a nice little slipping run, and for sure Billy would like that one back. That one should be a goal for him. He knows it, and hopefully he'll get another chance for us here later.
Possession back here for Orange County. They switch ends. Asua. Baxendale will return it back to his keeper, Charlie Lyon. Second appearance for Baxendale since joining the club 2 weeks ago, and Oliver making his second straight start after joining at the same time with Baxendale. It's not a type of season where you get a lot of mid-season acquisitions, and San Antonio FC got into the mix of that earlier today, signing Ever Guzman, the Mexican second division, and they're just waiting for his USL transfer and papers to clear before he's eligible to play. Expect to see him next week at Reno to make his San Antonio FC debut, and that should be, you've watched him in practice, should be some more depth added up front there for San Antonio.
Yeah, for sure. It's a nice little signing to have, just somebody different. He's gotten a lot of experience, obviously, playing in Mexico for his whole career, very, very high level, has played in youth World Cups with some really good players. So, yeah, Ever will come in. He adds a little bit of a different flair to the game, and obviously more depth up top. It never hurts. Someone that can score some goals. And, yeah, we're excited to have him as a part of the group to end the season out for us.
Tierpak back outside. Noonan cannot get to it before it crosses the byline. Other than a spurt or two for Orange County, it's been pretty much all San Antonio FC through the first 20 minutes. That'll be much to the liking of Darren Powell, who's not certainly sitting on a 1-0 lead right now this point of the game.
No, definitely not. Like we said before, it's good that the boys came out fast at home. It's always tough for a team that's coming all the way from California. They've traveled far. Now they're playing the heat of San Antonio, Texas, and for us to come out on the front foot like that, that's exactly what we want. Now it's, can we sustain that for the rest of the game and hopefully create some more chances and then put them away.
Goal for San Antonio was their 30th of the season. There's Sebastian Ibiaga. He's played in every minute of every match to this point, 1,710 coming into tonight's match. Leads the USL in clearances, was a nominee for first half MVP, a center back nominee for first half MVP in the USL. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but just because of the fact that most of the time the people who get those awards are the ones who score goals, get assists, get the points, and you know, But when you have a team like us who's had as many clean sheets as we've had, Sebastian's played every single minute of every game. He's been the stalwart back there, wins everything in the air. It's nice to see that the league recognizes him some. I know he'll get probably more recognition as the year goes on when the year is over, but he's just the pro. He's in there. He's the general in the back, and he's done great for us so far. And hopefully he just keeps it up for us the rest of the season.
25-year-old Ajaqua, who is with Houston Dynamo but didn't appear in a match last year, playing in Oklahoma City with Rayo OKC in the NASL. By the way, tonight's a historic night in professional soccer. 29 pro matches taking place in either Major League Soccer, the USL, the NASL, or the NWSL. That is the Women's Pro League. That is the most ever in a single day in North American pro soccer history.
That's amazing. I think it's great, though. It just shows the growth of this sport in this country and how popular it's getting. And I think it's still going. It's going to keep going, and hopefully as the years go by, it becomes one of the top 4, not just one of those sports that, it's just a growing sport and popular amongst kids, but it's one of those top 4 sports that can compete with the big ones here in the U.S. And it's going to keep growing, and the level's getting better, and we're going to start competing even more and more at the higher levels. And it's exciting to hear that there's so many games in one day.
Well, the USL earlier this week announced a big addition to the season for next year, as they are going to add an additional week to the season, and they're going to play 34 regular season games, up from the 32 of this year and 30 from a year ago. Tierpak in space. Good delivery into the area just over the head of Ajaqua, who was at a perfect position in between the 6-yard line and the 18-yard top of the box there for an opportunity. San Antonio FC, boy, they've worked that right side a lot tonight. A lot of times we see them go to the left side with Billy Forbes, but it's been a lot of Noonan and Tierpak on that right flank so far.
Yeah, Chris got the hot hand right now, I guess. He's finding the seams, and he's finding just that little space in between their outside back and center back, and he's put in some good crosses. Obviously, he's got the goal as well. Just, hopefully AJ can get one.
As he slips around the defense there, but could cleanly maneuver it past Beto Navarro for the clean one-on-one opportunity. Meanwhile, Fernandez trying to create a little havoc on Restrepo. He's so cool with the ball as he works it out wide for Ajaqua.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be the best keeper in this league with the ball at his feet, which at this day and age, I mean, if a keeper needs to be able to use his feet, and Diego, he's very, very comfortable having it at his feet, being able to play all kinds of different balls and just be composed back there when someone's putting pressure on him.
A free kick for Orange County. It's been a very clean game to this point. Orange County has been in the mix of some very physical matches, including July 1st. They had a bit of a dust-up with Portland Timbers 2 that resulted in 2 of their players, Ami Pineda and Jerry Van Avijk, both receiving lengthy suspensions. Pineda got 6 games. Van Avijk initially got 5, was reduced to 3. And Pineda actually tonight is eligible to return from that suspension. He's in the 18 for the first time since that July 1st matchup against Portland. Oh, and now Darren Powell with James Baxendale, and there's the assistant coach. A 2-hand shove there from the goalkeeping coach, Juan Madrid, I believe, on James Baxendale over there by the San Antonio FC bench. And now it's Billy Forbes. He wants to keep his cool, I'm sure, here.
Well, you never like to see that, but at the same time, it's nice to see the boys protecting the boss right there. Those are my guys down there, the boys I work with every day in the academy, Coach Nick and Juan. And you better believe if someone comes after our coach, they're going to be right there behind him to have his back. But you never want to see that. Hopefully, it was just some kind of misunderstanding, and we get on with it.
So just as I talk about how we've had a clean match to this point, we get some fireworks over by the San Antonio FC bench. Never seems to fail. It looks like nobody is going to be awarded a card, though. And to be quite honest, I think that's the right call by Robbie Holner, the center referee. Send out your warnings to both sides and play on. It's been a clean match to this point.
Yeah, hopefully it was just some kind of mishap. I'm not really sure what's going on down there. I would hope that the player wouldn't be trying to start something with a coach. I've never really seen that happen too many times in my life. But hopefully it just calms down. Like you said, it's been clean so far, and let's just have a good soccer game.
Sama Sewell will take the throw in here for Orange County. The 26th minute at Toyota Field. San Antonio FC got started in a hurry as Tierpak finishing off the service from Greg Cochran in the 2nd minute. Looked to be a handball there from Villalobos. They play on. Ibiaga steps forward, although a rare miscue turned the ball over, though Tierpak will get it back, settling in front of him. Tierpak turns to the left. Cochran, Rafa Castillo. Tierpak couldn't get through the crowd this time as it's cleared away. And Villalobos keeps it alive by the touchline, and then he's fouled from behind by Rafa Castillo. And we'll see whether or not Rafa will be served a caution here. You see Rafa catching Villalobos from behind there a little bit, and we are going to put the caution up on Rafa Castillo. And I know the fans don't like it, and I know sometimes it's more about, Ryan, the progress of the attacking player, maybe more so than the infraction itself, and I think that's where the caution goes up on Rafa in that instance.
Yeah, probably, I guess so, just because it was sort of behind. The guy was going fast with the ball, but I don't know. I guess if I'm going to come to the rescue here for Rafa, he did get the ball first. So, you know, he laid out there. He did get the guy afterwards, but I guess, you know, the ref makes his choice here. Like I said, it was from behind. The progress of as he was going, he did bring him down, and that's why he gave him the yellow.
Weak finish there on the opposite flank there by Ajaqua. And allows San Antonio FC to avoid any further danger here. As Diego Restrepo will pick up the ball. That is Rafa Castillo's 3rd yellow of the season. We'll take a look at it again. And it was a nice play by Villalobos to keep it alive. Now watch, as you mentioned, Rafa gets the ball there first. But again, I think it's that forward progress of Villalobos that's going to probably more times than not earn Rafa that caution. Flag stays down for Billy Forbes as he works into space, into the area. And Ajaqua couldn't get a clean touch on that one. Settled by Cochran. San Antonio FC has 2 players tonight that are sitting on card accumulation suspensions possibly. Ben Noonan's got 4 yellows, and Stephen McCarthy has 8 yellow cards this season. So a yellow for either tonight would result in a 1-game suspension for card accumulation. '29th minute, 1-0 San Antonio FC. Tierpak's 5th goal this season in the 2nd minute of play. McCarthy steps up here. Boy, what a season Stephen McCarthy has had. You go back to week 1 of the regular season, McCarthy starts on the bench in Rio Grande Valley. Cyprian Hedrick gets injured in the opening half, and Stephen McCarthy has come on, and he has started every opportunity with the exception of 1 match that he's played in since then. And to be expected, I guess, from a wily veteran in McCarthy who's now 29 years of age.
Yeah, I mean, just like Diego, it's another guy who's been around. He, like you said, he's a veteran, and he's kept himself ready to go at all times. And unfortunately for Cyprian, he got injured in the first game, and Steve-O was ready to go right out of the gates there. And he's been calm, cool, and collected back there. He's just he's kind of just like a silent giant back there. Just stays nice and calm, but he's a beast in the air, and with the ball at his feet, he's actually very collective, and usually he's able to pick out passes just like that. And there you go, draws a foul as well.
Just to confirm, by the way, what we speculated before, Chris Tierpak's goal is the fastest in San Antonio FC history. The second minute, 1 minute ahead of 2 goals, by the way. Jason Johnson on opening day last year in Seattle, and then Rafa Castillo on July 23rd of last season. That was a match, I believe, that was in Kansas City against Swope Park Rangers. I have to go back and look. But Chris Tierpak's goal in the second minute, the fastest in San Antonio FC history. So one more in the record books for Chris. And San Antonio FC up 1 here in the first half on visiting Orange County Soccer Club. AJ Ajaqua won't be able to track this one. It's the first meeting of 2 this year between San Antonio FC and Orange County. They met twice last season, but did so very early in the year. San Antonio FC lost 1-0 in Orange County back on April 16th of last year, and then in the match here at Toyota Field, San Antonio FC did win 3-2 in a back-and-forth affair. It was eventually finished late in the game. San Antonio FC took 3 points. They'll meet again in mid-September, part of a very, I would say, arduous 4-game trip for San Antonio FC between September 2nd and September 17th. 4 games. San Antonio FC will be in Salt Lake City, and then games against LA Galaxy 2, Orange County, and they finish at Kansas City to take on Swope Park Rangers. 4 games in a stretch of 16 days for Darren Powell's club. That's arguably the toughest stretch remaining of San Antonio FC's schedule.
Oh yeah, for sure. That'll be a tough little stretch there. 4 games like that on the road. Luckily for us, we have a lot of depth. Guys will be ready to go. It'll be very important just for the guys to stay ready, take care of their bodies, and away games, far traveling, all that stuff takes a toll on you. So hopefully we can just get a few of those wins and keep our season going.
After tonight, 12 matches left for San Antonio FC, even split, 6 at home, 6 on the road. Of those 12, relatively favorable schedule, as 7 of them will be against non-playoff teams right now. So, see how that figures as we press forward. The bottom of the Western Conference table is very convoluted right now. Stepping forward here, as Baxendale comes upfield, slide it back to Samasua. Service to the top of the box is cleared away by Marco Zhang. Billy Forbes on the counter. Ajaqua stays on side, and now the flag goes up, and I believe the right call, even though it was maybe a half-second or second delayed over there by the far side linesman. Marco Zhang's a little bit slow to come to his feet after serving another ball forward. He's had a good first 33 minutes there from that center midfield position, working opposite of Michael Reed, the captain. And again, Pekka is available for selection tonight. He's on the bench. Pekka finally returned to action last week in Phoenix, played 12 minutes late in that match, and he'd missed the last month for San Antonio FC. So Ryan, obviously seeing Pekka back in the fold, a welcome sight for everybody for San Antonio FC.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Pekka for me has probably been the most consistent player for us all year. He's just been the spine of the team right there at that 6th spot, the defensive mid spot, and I know it's killing him to kind of be out for a few weeks there. But he's back. He's ready to go, and I'm sure his days are still ahead of him as far as being an impact player for us for the remaining part of the season.
The numbers with and without Pekka are pretty unbelievable. 9-0-4 when Pekka starts, and 2-1-3 when he doesn't. So it says a lot about what your team, of course, has been all about this season, which has been doing it from the back end. Pekka's been a big reason why, as many players have for San Antonio FC. But here again on the counter, Tierpak upfield, the strike. It's blocked aside by Sorto. Baxendale Turning it wide, Ajaqua. Baxendale has been booed every time he's touched the ball, of course, since his little run-in about 10 minutes ago with the San Antonio FC bench.
Gotta love our fans.
Oliver. Ajaqua, Baxendale. Switch ends. Pineda. Joe Franco, or rather Beto Navarro. Here's Pineda in space. Pineda, opportunity here, top of the box. Drops it off Fernandez, and then trying to get that last finish up top there was Gustavo Villalobos, and it was blocked aside. Some good pressure there with Fernandez, and boy, that went off the face there of Greg Cochran, blocking that one away. Sacrificing your body.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a defender's dream right there, is to put your body in front of a shot. But right there, that's a good example of how Orange County is really going to be able to just break us down at all. Is someone doing something brilliant like that, dribbling through a couple guys? As if you saw, it's just those possession that they had a spell of possession, but it wasn't really going anywhere. Our guys had a good shape, but then their player was able to break a couple guys with one-on-one ability, and that's really the only way they're probably going to be able to break us down, unless it's just a mistake.
Ibiaga steps forward to avoid possible turnover there in the back third. All the way back down for Charlie Lyon, who, since the opportunity by Billy Forbes back in the 17th minute, it's been a quiet first half for him. This long ball over the top does not make a connection for Orange County, and it's a San Antonio FC throw-in here as we come upon the late stages of the first half at Toyota Field. 1-0 San Antonio FC. Chris Tierpak's goal in the second minute, the fastest in San Antonio FC history. Again, in a match that, for the most part, has been dominated by San Antonio, winning the possession battle 57-43 to this point. Cochran will serve it back. Either team with a corner here so far, which is a little bit strange. Come this late through in the first half without either team getting an opportunity on a set piece. And now San Antonio FC playing with that 1-0 advantage, using the opportunity to make sure they have everything out of the back that they want. Restrepo finally will send this forward. Rajong mistimes, and on the counter attack, here's Ajaqua. Baxendale bends one into the top of the box, settled by McCarthy. Ajaqua is upended by Billy Forbes. A foul on Billy. Sama Ajaqua able to get back up, he's okay. Ajaqua, native of Cameroon, give him an early birthday wish, turns 21 tomorrow. A happy birthday to Sama Ajaqua, as he's met by Billy Forbes. Going to go onto the attack, and there's Billy stepping forward there with the right foot.
Yeah, just a little bit of a late challenge. The right back there does well to push the ball away from him, and Billy's just late on it. Nothing malicious or anything like that. Just does well to get away from him and pulls him down.
Frank Oliver will take the free kick. We'll play it short back for Sorto. Sorto switching ends. Nice ball on the corner of the box, but again, defended well by Stephen McCarthy. San Antonio FC quickly back upfield. Ajaqua's got Billy in space on the left side. Behind Billy, he gets to it. The opportunity blocked by Sorto, and we will have our first corner of the match for San Antonio FC.
Yeah, good job on the counter there. AJ does well to hold the ball up for us. I think if he would have been maybe a little bit more patient, maybe check checked the other side. Chris was also burning up the right side there, and he might have been somewhat of a better option, but you can't fault him finding Billy Forbes inside the box either.
It's usually a good option on most situations. Michael Reed will take the corner, first of the match for either side. Orange County has not defended set pieces from the corner stick very well this year. They have given up 6 goals off corners this season.
Yeah, not a stat you want to have.
No.
I mean, a lot of times in the pro game especially, games can be won or lost off set pieces. So that's something that we took note of this week as well, so hopefully we can take advantage of it also.
Good ball from Reed. It's cleared away, and corner number 2 for San Antonio FC. In this instance, you look for the big boys. Ibiaga at 6'2", McCarthy at 6'5" there, trying to get forward to the top of the 6-yard box. Reed with a little bit of a deeper delivery back out to the top of the box, and this one was maneuvered away from Ibiaga. Ojong swings it back in and over the head of Ibiaga this time. As we approach halftime here, San Antonio FC continues to lead by 1 over Orange County Soccer Club, who's not had a shot on target to this point of the match. San Antonio FC has outshot Orange County overall 8-5, but there has only been 1 shot officially on target, and that's been the goal by Tierpak to this point. Billy again and trying to, on that 1v1 opportunity, get it around the defense, but unsuccessful. Coming up at halftime, we talked about AJ Ajaqua getting the opportunity against his former team tonight. We'll dive in a little bit deeper to AJ's story. He was born in California, but his family came over from Cameroon, and his mom thought it'd be a good idea to send AJ back to school in Cameroon at a young age, and it's kind of a life-changing experience for Ajaqua. You'll hear more about it coming up at the half. You'll hear it in the piece, but AJ was talking about how one of the things that he couldn't get used to was 9 p.m. study halls. After a full day of school, after a full day of basketball practice, and then had to stay awake for those 9 p.m. study halls. Say they would flick you in the back of your ear if you fell asleep. Tierpak. He's at a strike wide of goal.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever get used to a 9 p.m. study hall either, but you know, I guess that was the time that they put it at, and had to make you stay disciplined a little bit.
Tierpak keeping it level along the grass there, but sending it wide of goal, and he's been a busy man tonight on that right flank. He's got San Antonio FC ahead 1-0 to this point, almost 45 minutes through. Cochran. Ajaqua keeps it alive here as he turns back towards the touchline. Reed looking in Tierpak's direction over the top, a little bit too far in front of him. It's really kind of a pick your poison on the defense, you know, and especially the way that Tierpak and Forbes have played this season on the wings. Easily 2 of the best wing midfielders in the USL, and Billy now with 7 goals, Tierpak 5. That's 12 of San Antonio's 30 on the season, almost half of them coming from 2 players who have been so dangerous throughout the year.
Yeah, they're both just a handful. They're quick, they're good on the dribble, and to have 2 wide guys with 12 goals combined, that's actually it's a really good record. I mean, wide guys will look to be more of creators, but these guys, they can also score goals, and they're dangerous up there. And for any back four to have to deal with 2 guys with that kind of pace and dribbling ability, I'm sure it's a headache for them every week.
Nice volley by Reed. Nicely done by Ojong. Over the top, Forbes. Great touch in the box. Even better touch by Billy to keep it alive. Now trying to split through 2. And just a little bit too much pressure on the back end. Billy already made 2 pretty impressive moves there, and not be granted a third one to try to split through the defense.
Yeah, I think he was, I mean, good feet there for him, obviously, just with the tricks and everything. But he was trying his best, I think, just to kind of hold and wait for guys to make runs in the box. And unfortunately, it was just a little too long, and nothing came out of it. But just the fact that he could bring that ball down and keep it inside is just it's good feet right here.
To the inside, to the outside, whoop!
Likes to have a little bit of fun out there.
Yeah. 3 minutes of added time here at the end of the first half. Noonan outside. Ben stepping forward. Nice move around the defense into the box. Played back out top. Castillo trying to find a space, and he sent it wide, a goal. And Rafa's going to be upset with himself because he had the ball on his foot and he had the defense a little bit flat-footed, but tried to turn it back to his stronger left foot and send it wide, a goal.
Oh yeah, our left footers, we use that right foot for one reason only, that's for balance. But I'm sure, yeah, he would like to put that one back on frame. But well done by Ben to get in behind that guy on the right side and put it across in. And would have been nice to get one before half, but let's just see if we can close this one out with the lead.
And the final minute of stoppage time here in the first half. A great start for San Antonio FC, and they have, for the most part, dominated the possession and the quality chances in this first half, but they've left the door open for Orange County on the road here. Opportunity with a couple of substitutes, I would presume, would come on in the second half, and Jerry Van Avike and Roy Mius that have 7 goals between the 2 of them this year. So there is life for the visitors, even down 1. Beto Navarro back for his keeper here as we close in on the end of the half. Navarro. And there is halftime at Toyota Field. Darren Powell, thanks to a Chris Tierpak goal, the fastest in team history in the second minute, takes a 1-0 lead to the locker room at halftime over Orange County Soccer Club. Tierpak's 5th goal this season. San Antonio FC in the driver's seat through 45 minutes. We'll take a break. Our halftime continues from Toyota Field after these messages.
Little ideas can turn into big dreams. Big dreams require careful planning and the right partner. A partner dedicated to helping you take care of your employees, protect your business, and plan for the future. It's sometimes overwhelming. It's often exciting. It's your story, and we can help. SWBC.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
Thanks. I hear it's your biggest event of the year.
Yeah, you can save on the remaining 2017s. And with 0% APR financing and great lease deals, any of these Toyotas can be yours. We have a few more.
Now, during Toyota's National Clearance Event, qualified lessees can lease a fun and capable new 2017 Special Edition Double Cab Tundra for $369 a month.
Oh, wow.
Toyota, let's go places.
Halftime at Toyota Field, San Antonio FC with a 1-0 lead over Orange County SC as Chris Tierpak scores his 5th goal of the season, the fastest goal in team history for San Antonio FC. Well, AJ Ajaqua, who we featured at the top of tonight's broadcast, he hails from Southern California, but his family is from Cameroon. His mom thought it'd be a good idea to send AJ back to his roots to learn a little bit about life was like in their home country growing up, and here's AJ telling the story of his return trip to Cameroon.
I was born in West Los Angeles, but I was raised in Gardena, California, which is a small city in Los Angeles. Both my parents were born and raised in Cameroon and came to the United States for schooling and obviously for a better life. My parents and my family members basically thought it'd be the best thing for me to go to Cameroon and go to school. So at the age of 13, I went to boarding school, and it was just like, life-changing type of thing. Everything was just different compared to being in the States. So when I got there, I mean, the whole time I thought I was there to play basketball. I just wanted to be like Iverson. So I got there and I was just like, dang, my life's about to change. I'm gonna have to think differently, eat differently, and just behave differently. I mean, we had study hall at like 9 p.m., like mandatory study hall. So it's like, you'll go through school, you'll have mandatory physical activity. So I was with the basketball team. And then after basketball, you'll have dinner. After dinner, you have probably 1 or 2 hours alone. Or with your friends, you hang out with your friends, and then you have study hall at 9 p.m. And it's like, you can't really fall asleep. They just give you a little flick in the ear, like, wake up. So it's like, it was just, everything was planned and put together, and you just had to follow a system. There's a time where it's kind of like, you wouldn't call it punishment. It was kind of like they'll give us a cutlass, and it'll be like probably 4 feet of grass, and you're just cutting. You're cutting for a good amount of time. And it's just like, you don't want to be out there, you're getting blisters. I mean, I'm 13, straight from the States. And I'm just like, what am I doing out here cutting grass? Like, this is not what I want to do. But at the end of the day, it taught me discipline and patience. It just made me appreciate everything that we have here in the States. Because like, life is completely different. It's a third world country. So I mean, you appreciate things from hot water to having electricity at night and stuff like that, or having a heater. It just made me appreciate that, like the fact that you may have more than somebody who has less. And just, at the end of the day, you gotta be happy with what you have.
Welcome to Corner Store. How can we help?
Birthday party. Hungry kids need food.
Are you baking a cake? We've got milk and eggs.
Oh, there's no time. Do you have hot dogs?
On the grill and in the pack.
Chips?
All kinds.
Ice cream?
Loads of flavors.
Drinks?
Hundreds of choices.
Okay, and wine?
Yeah. Wait, wine?
Yeah, that's for me. Thanks so much!
Happy birthday!
We're your milk, eggs, hot dogs, chips, ice cream, soda, juice, wine, and more store. We're fresh and friendly. We're Corner Store.
Look for the silver door, Timmy. All right, here we go.
Timmy!
What is this place? Welcome to the Spurs Retirement Club. This is nice.
Here we have all-you-can-eat H-E-B Prime 1 steaks.
Awesome. And here's your monogram steak, sir. Cooked to perfection.
Plus an unlimited supply of creamy creations, ice cream. You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
H-E-B Prime 1, just like they serve in the finest restaurants.
Gotta crank this party up a notch.
When it needs to be ultra exciting, high flying, non-stop action, San Antonio FC Soccer's got you covered. When it needs to be high performing, hard working, high tech, super safe, built for comfort, and surprisingly affordable, Holt Cat has got you covered. With best-in-class cat heavy equipment, engines, generators, and more, plus legendary service and support, and the largest parts inventory and distribution network in Texas. Kick it into high gear with Holt Cat.
I'm not the type to say any of this mushy garbage. You know what? I'm going for it. You are completely and utterly
Awesome. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I
Get down!
you always have
My back.
It's really hard to describe. It's like all these tiny little things.
Yes, yes, things.
Are actually friendship.
I'm a retired school psychologist, and helping people was my thing.
I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels.
After my stroke, when Meals on Wheels started, I was on the other end of the stick, so to speak.
Meals on Wheels, coming to my door as someone who's housebound, having someone check on me, assures me that I'm not forgotten.
Meals on Wheels has given me a mode of freedom that I wouldn't have otherwise.
We're the clients.
We are the clients.
We are the clients of Meals on Wheels.
America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to savethefood.com.
USL fans, it's time to vote. The 5 nominees have been named for USL Player of the Month, recognizing top performers from the month of July. The Charlotte Independents lead the way with 2 nominees, Jorge Herrera and Enzo Martinez. Herrera scored 8 goals and added 2 assists as the Independents went undefeated throughout the month of July. Martinez added 3 goals and 3 assists, helping Charlotte move into second place in the Eastern Conference. Real Monarchs SLC's Chandler Hoffman pushed his way into the USL Golden Boot race, scoring 5 goals throughout the month to go along with 2 assists. FC Cincinnati's GB Fall continues to be dominant. The Senegalese striker recorded 4 goals and 1 assist in the month of July. Rochester goalkeeper Tomas Gomez also had a stellar month, posting a .60 goals against average, behind 3 shutouts and 14 saves across 5 appearances. Voting comes to a close Monday, August 7th at 9 a.m. Eastern, and the winner will be announced Thursday, August 10th. For USL Network, I'm Morgan Conklin.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Find fun activities to do, like boating and biking, or camping and hiking, plus much more. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent. We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness. I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
Halftime continues here at Toyota Field. San Antonio FC up 1 on Orange County Soccer Club. Thanks again so much for joining us. Along with Ryan Rashandel, I'm Dan Weiss. Great to have you with us here on this Saturday evening, week 20 of the USL season. San Antonio FC trying to make it back-to-back wins, Ryan. And boy, do they get a great start here in tonight's match.
Yeah, exactly what you wanted, right? We'll come out of the gates, get a goal 2 minutes in. Now we go halftime 1-0. Can we finish out the game, get 3 points?
We'll see if San Antonio can indeed do that, but here's how they got started. The fastest goal in team history scored in the 2nd minute by Chris Tierpak.
Yeah, great little lofted ball here by Greg just to find Chris back post. And Chris, who's got amazing jumping ability, just gets right up and over and finishes it for us.
And you said a little bit of a delayed celebration. The wonder was somebody offside, but clearly Tierpak onside ahead of Oscar Sordo there in front. Going to take a look there at the stats here in the first half. How about 11 shots for San Antonio FC and dominant in the possession so far in this match? Everything's kind of really going in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you want when you're playing at home. You want to dominate on all facets of the game, which they've done. Now it's can we come out in the second half, start fast again, and then close it out and get 3 points and just seal the deal.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Coming up momentarily, San Antonio FC and Orange County Soccer Club. 45 minutes still to play. Come back for the second half after this.
They start so small, but bring big life changes. They are now your entire world. And that's why buying a home, protecting your assets, and setting up your family's future requires the right planning and expertise. Your cargo is precious, and your journey is just beginning. It's your story, and we can help. SWBC.
Beautiful full moon over Toyota Field here on this Saturday night, the first Saturday in August, and so far that's been a good omen for San Antonio FC as they're up 1-0 on Orange County SC going into the second half of play. Again, along with Ryan Rashandel and our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss from Toyota Field. Next home game for San Antonio FC coming up Wednesday, August 23rd. San Antonio FC will take on Vancouver Whitecaps FC2, 7:30 p.m. kickoff here at Toyota Field. For tickets, log on to sanantoniofc.com or call 210-444-5MLS. That's part of a busy week for San Antonio as they'll also play Saturday night at home against Portland Timbers, too. So a couple of games on the road for San Antonio FC. They'll be in Reno for the first time ever next Saturday night. And then a little bit closer to home on the 19th at Oklahoma City. Second meeting with the Energy this season. And then it's back at home for those two games with Vancouver and Portland on the 23rd and 26th. And then, Ryan, we're into September, and there's 6 weeks left in the season.
Yeah, time flies by when you're having fun. But every game is just massively important, no matter which day it is, who we're playing. So just you keep the train moving forward, keep doing what we're doing, being professionals, and we close out the season and see what happens.
San Antonio FC will start with the ball here in the second half as we are underway. San Antonio FC going into the wind here in the second half. Again, tonight wearing their home black kits with white. Orange County SC wearing their away white kits. That wind has not died down. In fact, it's picked up. It's up to almost 20 miles an hour, and it's gotten even more stickier. Dew points in the mid-70s right now, so we'll see how that impacts the remainder of the game. It's San Antonio FC in the driver's seat, scoring first, which has been their bread and butter all season. 17th game in which they've scored first, and they've got a record of 11-0-2. Actually, 14th game in which they've scored first. 14 out of 17 now. 11-0-2 is their record when they score that first goal. That's always a good sign. Substitution for Orange County here to begin things in the second half. You see number 11, Jerry Van Avike, comes on here to begin things at the start of the second half. So Logan Paz, as you'd assume, wasting no time here, going right to his bench is Michael Reed, upended there in the midfield.
Yeah, just caught him late a little bit. Little knock on the foot. Won't feel good in the morning, but he'll be good to go right now.
See Van Avike, 3 goals as he makes his 14th appearance of the season, and this is the first time he has not started this year. Van Avike, the 25-year-old from the Netherlands. So now with him and Monday team up front, looks like Van Avike came in for Wilito Fernandez here to start the second half. So he's also got Logan Paz, Roy Mius on the bench as well too in the second half. So we'll see what point Mius makes an appearance. Joe Franco, Panetta, a team, and he'll return it back to Charlie Line. Monday, a team 18 years old. He was actually the second signing by LAFC after Carlos Alvarez, as Van Avike racing after this ball, but stride for stride with him with Sebastian Ibiaga. But going back to 18, wearing number 9 out there for Orange County, Carlos Alvarez, he's from LA, played his youth soccer in Southern California. Is a pretty good first signing for LAFC when they begin playing MLS, but now, of course, you go into the younger ranks too, and Monday team figures to have a good career in Major League Soccer as he gets his pro career started with Orange County, serving as the affiliate for LAFC now. Rafa Castillo upfield. Tierpak swings around Panetta. McCarthy works it out wide. Billy Forbes has to serve one back upfield to Cochran, and it was broken up. Possession foul here for Orange County on the free kick. Are these opening minutes in the second half sometimes more the dangerous ones for a team that has a 1-0 lead going into halftime to start the second half?
Sure, yeah, it definitely could be, because you know the team coming out is going to be gunning for a goal, especially an early one if they can get one, just to have the rest of the half to play. But you would hope with our guys, experienced, they'll come out ready from the get-go. Don't take any breaks. You know every minute's important. So looks like we kind of weathered the storm here a little bit. Now we just got to sustain it and have ourselves on the front foot.
Baxendale. And Ibiaga gets in his face. James Baxendale looks like he's going to be served a yellow card here and go into the books of Robbie Holner.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty self-explanatory there. It wasn't even close to being on time or even an attempt for the ball. It was a late challenge and easy call for the ref.
Tough night for the 24-year-old. He's been booed every time he's touched the ball since his altercation by the San Antonio FC bench, and the yellow card. James Baxendale, who's from Thorn, England, came over from Mansfield Town in Division 2. The English Soccer Federation, which in theory, is actually Division III because you get the Premier League up top, the Championship League, and then Division II, is third level of English soccer. Marco Zhang, tear pack now by the corner stick. Has to cut it back in and brings his man down to the process, and foul on tear pack, and a good show of sportsmanship there as well. San Antonio FC trying to pick up their 12th victory of the season, earning their 11th win last Saturday night in Phoenix, surpassing the 10 that they had last year. San Antonio FC finished last season with an overall record of 10, 12, and 8, 38 points, and have already, with their 11 wins and 7 draws, eclipsed their point total as well from a year ago, and sitting, as we showed you at the top of the broadcast, 40 points, second, firmly in control in a home field playoff spot. I know it's August and it's maybe a little early to talk about magic numbers, Ryan, but the magic number for San Antonio FC is 27. That's a combination of points earned by San Antonio FC and points conceded by the teams who have the most opportunity to gain points at the bottom of the table. That would be Orange County and Phoenix, who have played the fewest number of games so far in the Western Conference. So 27, and a win by San Antonio FC and a Phoenix loss tonight. That could be at 21 very quickly, so that number could go down in a hurry.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really worry too much about the numbers and the possibilities. We just know if we win games, we'll put ourselves in a good spot. But I mean, it's nice to be where we are right now. It's a good improvement from last year, and we know we're solidly right now in second place. But I think we'd all like to push for that first place spot. We just got to keep winning games.
This was a good opportunity out wide for Orange County. I'll learn them their first corner of the match. We said they've not been very good defending corners. They've actually been excellent, though, serving them. Their last goal was off a corner service last Saturday against Vancouver. Pineda gave them the victory as Oliver will take it from the far corner stick. There's Pineda right about the top of the 6 here, trying to get into the mix. Oliver plays it short to Van Avike. Back to Oliver, will work it deep, and Samasua tracking this one down now outside the area. Nice ball by Villalobos back here for Asua, gives it a go, but well over goal. Nice development, though, off the corner. Oliver playing it short, kind of a bit of a decoy before then served across the box there in Samasua's direction.
Yeah, a little short pass, just trying to draw the SAFC guys out a little bit, maybe soften up in the box there. They were able to get a shot, at least at the end of the play. Well, obviously, it wasn't a very successful one, but the ball goes dead, and now we have possession of the ball, and we'll see what happens.
Restrepo had to make 4 saves, and 4 pretty good ones against Phoenix last Saturday. Has not been forced to make a save yet tonight. In fact, the only shot on target of this match is the goal for Tierpak. Forbes going out wide on the defense, and now puts one on target as Charlie Lyon comes out to snag that one. Not necessarily dangerous on the shot by Forbes, but more, I think, looking perhaps for another finish there, maybe inside the box.
Yeah, he does well to give himself just that little bit of space to get the ball across. Just needs to pull it back a little bit more away from the goalkeeper, but that's good. It's good. He's getting in one-on-one with the defender and getting crosses in.
This is onside here. As into the box there, stopping, set up. There's Restrepo with the save in the 6. And volleyed back to him. What an opportunity. Oliver had the chance of the shot on target, and Restrepo called into action for the first time tonight, makes a huge stop. Joe Franco. I'm sure we'll take another look at that attempt just a moment ago. Pineda. And here it is again. Watch Oliver right there. Restrepo kind of fumbled it away. Monday team was there looking perhaps to put a rebound home, but then the volley came back out.
Yeah, interesting. I'm not sure how that guy was able to get behind the back four without really anybody around him. Looks like Sebastian was telling the referee he thought he was offside, but he got in behind somehow, and luckily they weren't able to put a really strong shot on there because it was a wide open attempt by that guy. Really should be a goal for him, but we'll take it, of course. Diego comes up big, just making himself big there in the goal, as big as he can, and luckily he wasn't able to put a lot of power on that shot, and Diego was about ready to parry it away.
That was Villalobos, by the way, who was the one who got wide that Sebastian certainly thought, look, perhaps he was offside. Out wide again. Back again to the box, Villalobos. Just outside. It's defended well there by McCarthy. Pokes at it. Knocks it away. It's a good run for Billy Forbes. Plenty of daylight. Upfield. Castillo. Onside. Rafa. Going to pull it back here now. Tierpak for support. Tierpak just couldn't get a final finish. Newnham. Service. Headed. The flag was up anyway on Ajaqua. Would have been offside.
Well, the game's starting to open up here a little bit as we see Billy was able to just dribble pretty much all the way down the field. It would have been nice for us to get some sort of a shot on target off this possession, off this sequence, but with a game wide open like this, there's going to be chances. I'd like to see SAFC maybe stay a little bit more compact as we go up the field and as the ball comes towards us, but as long as we can keep that clean sheet, we'll be good to go.
Nice touch to Villalobos. Play it out wide, Baxendale. And around Forbes, and now it opens up for Asua there on the outside. Sama Asua. Cochran defending him. Bends it back across to the top of the box and settled underneath by Monde 18. Oliver will dribble it back. Pineda as they recycle back out of the midfield. Oliver into the box, sneaking back in Villalobos, and that had to be parried away there by Restrepo coming out. And now they're working that right flank pretty effectively here to start the second half as Orange County.
Yeah, they're starting to find a couple little seams here and there. I don't know if we're just not able to figure it out right now, or a little bit off page here, but I think we need to tighten up here a little bit, be a little bit more aware of what's going on around us, checking our shoulders, because the guys are starting to make little slip and runs right now.
Cochran hasn't been able to get up as much tonight as he would want. Got up very well, though, in the opening minutes to serve up the goal for Tierpak to pick up his second assist on the year, but pinned down here on his flank here to begin things in the second half. Newnham now on the right side. Nice ball over the top, Tierpak. Volleys it off the hand there, and what should have been a handball on Beto Navarro goes uncalled. And 6,000 referees all thought they had a good look at that one.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one again. I'm not sure if his hand was out or if it was by his side. It definitely looked like it struck it. Now, is it intentional or not? That's always the gray area that refs have to make that choice. And some fans will like it, some won't.
Villalobos active here in the second half. Now out on the left flank, Oliver. Asua out wide. Baxendale.
He's not a popular guy in
Not
San Antonio.
a popular guy.
Might want to stay in his hotel tonight.
Yeah, no, nobody's going to buy him a drink tonight. Baxendale looking in the direction there of Franco, and it never came through to him. This goes high into the air, and this is back to Stephen McCarthy, who will settle underneath it. Ojong will serve it out wide. A possession foul here in favor of San Antonio FC as they're going to Call Joe Franco for the foul. See if Beto Navarro connects this with a hand. Yeah, not the best angle there.
Tough to see, but if it hits his left arm there, it is out, which a lot of people will say that's not a natural position, but at the same time, he's also trying to stay balanced. So it's difficult. The ball he was really close to him. The ball was played with pace, so, you know, either way, for us, of course, I would love to see it be called a handball, but if you're an Orange County fan, I think you're arguing the other way. So no call. I'm okay with it.
Cesar Elizondo's minutes have increased since he's returned from injury. Last week played 38 minutes here, and he's going to get about 40 here now as him and Pekka are both going to come in simultaneously, it looks like, here for San Antonio FC. And meanwhile, substitution as well for Orange County FC is going to be Ami Pineda here momentarily, as Pineda will come on for Oliver. And this is Ami Pineda's first match since July the 1st, when he got into a tussle with Lamar Batista of Portland after Jerry Van Avike and Batista kind of locked horns. Pineda kind of served a couple of kicks to his man on the ground and then threw a punch as well. He was was the recipient of a 6-game suspension, as Elizondo now will come on as well here for Chris Tierpak in the 62nd minute. And Pekka as well in the 62nd minute is going to come on for Marco Jean. So Pekka and Elizondo both on in the 62nd minute for Ojong and Tierpak respectively. Tierpak with a goal. And so Pekka, who got 12 minutes last Saturday in Phoenix, both him and Elizondo are going to get almost a full half here tonight. Castillo off the bar, back out Billy Forbes, and just could not get a final touch. They have fumbled it away to try to put that rebound pass line to give San Antonio the 2-goal advantage.
I was about to say, it's nice to have two players like Pekka and Cesar to come off the bench to close out a game for you. And then the wily vet himself hits a laser that I think the keeper got a touch on. What a good save by him. And again, Billy, I think, will be kicking himself later for not having at least a little bit better effort there.
I'm not sure whether he fumbled the ball, whether it came down through to him. He certainly didn't catch it cleanly enough as he tried to sneak it through Charlie Lyon and in, but that's a goal scorer's ball right there. That rebound came right back out to Forbes off the, as you mentioned, what a shot by Castillo. Take a look at it again.
Yeah, I mean, what a laser. I mean, he hits the ball so cleanly, and yeah, I think Billy's eyes just got so big. He was so excited, and he just needed to take a breath and slot it away, and unfortunately, it just got stuck under his feet.
Take a look here as we look at our goal cam. By the way, great job by Charlie Lyon. What a save. Got just a little bit of the ball to get it off the crossbar and keep it out of goal.
Yeah, it's a fantastic save. To be able to see a ball coming like that. It's coming with pace, knuckling at him, and he's able to just get a touch on it and then also keep it away from Billy. And it's excellent. It keeps his team in the game.
Now Villalobos on the counter in the box. Gustavo Villalobos forced to the outside by Briaga. And a goal kick for San Antonio FC. And it was Pineda, rather, not Villalobos there on the left flank. So Cesar Elizondo will get his most minutes in his third game since returning from what had been a month-long injury. And he's been dealing with injuries for much of the season, just his 11th match of the season. Pekka has been much more consistent. This is his 16th match of the season. He's only missed 3. And after playing again 12 minutes last Saturday, he's going to get almost a full half here tonight. And it's going to give Darren Powell, obviously, a lot of options going forward here into the final 12 games of the season, how he wants to allocate his lineup.
Oh, yeah. Always nice to have everybody available at all times. With only, like you said, 12 games left in the season, you have two of your most experienced players ready and healthy. Now they're getting a good 40 minutes tonight. Now that just means their minutes are getting higher and higher, and they're getting more and more fit. So like you said, last 12 games of the season, you have everybody available at your disposal, so only good things can happen.
And I asked Aaron yesterday, I said, would you like to have a consistent lineup going into the postseason, assuming San Antonio FC completes that goal and clinches the spot? He said, absolutely, but it's soccer. It doesn't work out that way all the time. You've got to have everybody playing well. You've got to have everybody ready to go, and that's where I think this season has served players like Devin Vega and AJ Ajaqua and Marco Zhang now recently so well because of the fact that they're seeing so many important minutes here at this point of the season. And a free kick now for Rafa Castillo from the spot where Chris Tierpak scored the second goal against Real Monarchs SLC a couple of Saturdays ago here. This time played out wide, and a foul in the box on Ibiaga. A turnover, though, by Franco. He's looking at Villalobos. Slipped through into the area, but right to Charlie Lyon. Ami Pineda, 20-year-old rookie. First match since July 1st after serving the 6-game suspension. Van Avike also got a suspension in that same sequence with Lamar Batista. They initially got 5 games, but that was reduced to 3. A little bit more on the attack now for OC here in the 67th minute. Diego Restrepo has been forced into one save here in this half on Frank Oliver. Van Avike, Baxendale, out wide, Asua. Oscar Sordo. Beto Navarro now. Pineda. OC trying to build out of the back here. And Navarro in that center back position here. Now out wide for Pineda, who's got a little bit more daylight ahead of him. 18, Pineda slips it in the direction there of Joe Franco. Stepping in front was Noonan to block it out. Possession stays with Orange County. A bit more meaningful possession for them here in the second half. Pineda, Ami Pineda that is. Asua out wide on the right flank. Pineda right through the defense into the area. Van Avike. Back the other way, San Antonio FC on the counter. Cesar. Nice ball. Forbes drops it. Elizondo slipped in front. San Antonio FC sends it over goal. It will be a corner though. Michael Reed's shot deflected at the last moment.
Oh, good transition again. One of our strengths for sure is the counterattack. Excellent job by Cesar to kind of find Billy through, and very, very sneaky little back heel right here from Billy. And oh, Michael Reed must have been a good save. Hopefully, looked like it's definitely a corner kick, so it must have been a save by the goalkeeper again to keep them in it.
Yeah, initially it didn't look like Charlie Lyon got a piece of this one.
It's a good angle here.
Yeah, just piece off the bottom of the hand there.
Yeah, makes himself big and keeps his team in it again.
Third corner of the match, Castillo will take it. Good service, top of the 6, Ibiaga again off the crossbar. Castillo, Charlie Lyon parries, Forbes trying to settle, knocks it toward the net, blocked aside. Chances galore for San Antonio FC. Lyon, and again over goal, but they're going to call Zondo for the foul. Skying high on Charlie Lyon.
Oh man, what a flurry of shots we just had there. crossbars, deflections, headers, everything you could ask for, just not crossing the white line there.
That's a foul on Charlie Lyon, almost more than it is on Elizondo if you're going to call a foul there.
Yep, always protecting the goalkeeper, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Cesar might have a headache later tonight, though.
What a flurry by San Antonio FC. In the end, it is still a one-goal game. Turnover, Newnham couldn't get it. Over to Rafa Castillo, Baxendale. Nice little fake, playing it upfield, but Villalobos was turning away from the pass. San Antonio FC now once again on the counter. Elizondo splits it out wide. Forbes offside. Dusan Stevanovic will come in, the final sub of the match here for Logan Paws. Will take out James Baxendale, who will get a hearty boo from this crowd at Toyota Field. The 24-year-old's had an eventful night tonight, and Stevanovic, 1 goal in his 10 appearances, comes on the pitch here. One of just 2 returnees for Orange County from last year's club. So San Antonio will not see Orange County's leading goal scorer, Roy Mius, at all tonight, as Logan Paws has gone through his 3 substitutes to this point, putting in Van Avike, Ami Pineda, and now Dusan Stevanovic. Aaron Powell still has 1 substitute left at his disposal. So Stevanovic on in the 71st minute. Throw in for Joe Franco. Pineda. 18. San Antonio FC does well to create the turnover. Back upfield, Elizondo with Ajaqua on the right flank. Cesar pulls up. Here's Pekka. Reed and Pekka ran right by each other, and the ball ended up back to Victor Pineda. Stevanovic will go out wide. Beto Navarro here. Sorto splits right through 3 players into the midfield, and out wide he'll go. And Van Avike is run over away from the ball just outside the area. And that'll be a free kick here for Orange County from a dangerous spot, as Jerry Van Avike was impeded with his progress, again, away from the ball, top of the area, Ryan, and maybe the best opportunity of the night coming up here for Orange County.
Yeah, most definitely their best opportunity coming up here. This is going to be interesting to see. I mean, as a defender, you always want to try to cut off the player. Steve McCarthy does kind of put his arm out there, but I'd say the forward does a good job of kind of embellishing it and making it look like worse than it really was, but now they have a very dangerous free kick here at the top of the box.
And again, don't forget McCarthy's sitting on those 8 yellow cards right now.
The Butcher.
Sitting on 7. 8 would result in suspension. And here it is. Dangerous free kick. Orange County just outside the area. Right-footed Jerry Van Avike is there. Victor Pineda also over the ball. Let's see who takes it. And it's over goal as Villalobos is the one who ended up getting the touch there on the left side, and he sent it over goal.
Yeah, pretty difficult piece of skill, actually, when the ball is just outside the box to get up and over a wall, especially a wall of our height. So he did his best, went over the bar, and we we live on.
Pekka turning it back here to the San Antonio FC side of the field. Strepo, 75 minutes in the books. Elizondo. The ball here for Ajaqua. Knocked away from him, stepping forward. Beto Navarro wins it away. Back upfield. Stevanovic. And defended by Cochran will result in a corner. Stevanovic getting a little bit of an opening. Cochran, though, denying him any attempt on goal.
Incredible recovery by Greg. I mean, he must have been 3/4 of the way up the field. On a dead sprint, comes all the way back. I don't think he was super happy with the fact that he had to run all the way back like that, but does his job well.
Good service by Stevanovic, but headed over goal from the penalty spot.
That's good defending by Sebastian. Just does enough just to put his body on the Orange County player, just so he's off balance for the header.
Villalobos serving that one over goal. And Diego Restrepo has just been handed a yellow card for, I would say, lollygagging might be the best term.
Bit of gamesmanship from Diego. That's what he's known for. It's definitely a quick yellow for the first time. I think it's the first time he's kind of lollygagged, as you said, but I guess the referee's sending the message early that he's not going to allow him just to kind of take his time and eat up the clock.
San Antonio trying to see this one out here. Final 13 minutes in any added stoppage time. Monday 18 might have, I wonder if he's cramping up here. He went down on the pitch quickly after the foul was committed.
Welcome to the San Antonio Heat.
That was an immediate cramp, and training staff will come out quickly. Remember, Logan Paz has used all 3 of his substitutes to this point, so there's nobody left to replace 18. But that looked like a classic cramp.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right there.
Between the heat and, as you mentioned before, the humidity tonight, I'm sure these boys from California aren't quite used to this weather.
We'll go to the sideline to shake it off. Here's a look at the remaining games for San Antonio FC. 13 games, 5 of them against playoff teams, and you see the breakdown. We told you before, the magic number for San Antonio FC is 27, clinching a playoff spot. Any combination of points earned by San Antonio FC and points conceded by the opposition at the bottom of the playoff table, equaling 27, will give San Antonio FC a playoff spot. And the outcome of this game is still very much in doubt at this point. 1-0 San Antonio FC with about 12 minutes or so remaining. San Antonio FC has really dominated. They've easily had the better of the scoring chances. They scored in the second minute. They're gonna have about 4 or 5 goals if Lady Luck would find them tonight, but Lady Luck has all of a sudden disappeared from Toyota Field here over the last couple of months.
Yeah, it would be a shame at this point to give up a win here. Like you said, it's been somewhat of a dominating, comfortable performance, but with only a 1-0 lead. I mean, it's happened here the past few times at home where we've given up a late goal. So the boys last 10 minutes, last 12 minutes or so really need to just stay focused, try to close out this game. If you can get another goal, great. But most important thing right now is keeping a clean sheet.
18. Castillo kind of got into the passing lane there, ran by in a decoy. Kept alive by Villalobos in the area. Slips it out top. Stevanovic! did not miss by much.
Yeah, he would definitely wants that one back for sure. That's a pretty good opportunity right there. He just keeps that on the ground. I think that's in. Not sure why he's sitting open at the top of the box like that. Definitely was kind of a misplay with a bunch of deflections and misclearances. Like I said, just at this point for SAFC, it's staying focused, locked in, and trying to close out these last 10 minutes.
Ajaqua. Hyundai team beats him as Ajaqua hits the deck. McCarthy. A-team. This will roll out. Off Rafa Castillo's head, and a throw in here for Orange County. Franco will come over to take it. Fouled is A-team. And again, more meaningful possession for Orange County in the second half. The possession battle that has become a little bit closer as this game has progressed, but when you think of the chances, I mean, it has been all San Antonio FC. They have outchanced or outshot 16-8 Orange County to this point, as Victor Araujo will get set to come on here for the final 8 minutes of the match. Another foul and another free kick here for Orange County.
You can definitely sense a little bit of tension right now in the game. It's getting a little choppy. Orange County is definitely trying to pick and prod here. Obviously, they're trying to look for that tying goal. I mean, a tie on the road for them, especially with how many games they have in 11 days, as you mentioned. I mean, they would consider that a victory. So right now, I've mentioned it a few times already, SAFC just really needs to bunker down and really just stay focused here at the end of the game.
Stevanovic on the free kick. It was over the head there of Asua. Try to get under that one. So Victor Araujo, the final sub of the match, comes on for AJ Ajaqua here in the 83rd minute. Just his third appearance this season for the former Trinity Tiger. Another good effort tonight for AJ Ajaqua.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the kid, he always leaves it out on the field every game. He works his tail off every game. Sometimes he doesn't get exactly what he wants out of it because he expects so much out of himself, but there's no denying his work ethic and just his drive on the field every game.
San Antonio FC trying to earn this result. They have not won a home match since June 17th when they beat Tulsa 3-1. They haven't won back-to-back matches since May 20th and 26th. And these would be three very big points for San Antonio tonight. Cesar Elizondo. Service is off Beto Navarro. It'll be a corner, fourth of the evening for San Antonio FC.
Cesar does a good job just kind of almost making something out of nothing there and giving us a corner kick, letting everybody breathe a little bit, wasting a little bit of clock, and also giving ourselves a little bit of an opportunity to get a goal, even though the trees aren't going in. We're going to stay a little bit more safe, but you never know.
In the 85th minute in Oklahoma City, more on that in a second, as Charlie Lyon foul in the box, parrying that one away. Oklahoma City has a 2-0 lead over Real Monarchs SLC. And again, that is in the 85th minute in Oklahoma City tonight. That would be a massive result for San Antonio FC, coupled if San Antonio can see the final 5 minutes of this one through. They would theoretically close to within 5 of the conference-leading Monarchs. Still work to be done. Sorto out wide. Sua. Back to Beto Navarro. Pineda. Again out of the back. Here's Oscar Sorto. Again out wide. Sama Sua. Stevanovic. Slips the ball to the outside. Ami Pineda. Can Asua get there? Cochran beat him to it. Another corner here for Orange County. This is their third of the match. Stevanovic again. Coming over along with Ami Pineda. Stevanovic playing this one very short. That's easily cleared away. Billy Forbes on the counter. Gotta go coast to coast here. Stepping in front of him, there was Beto Navarro. Now that turns into opportunity, although 5 players back for San Antonio FC. And a foul on Pekka there in the midfield, and now looks like Rafa Castillo might be cramping up a little bit.
Would have liked to seen Billy maybe make a better decision. I know he was trying to kind of wait up and see what was going on, if he had some help or something, but a game like this, especially in the game, as you can see, people are going down with cramps or whatnot. If there's any way we can get some sort of spell of possession, get the ball maybe towards the corner, waste some clock, something where the game doesn't stay open and he goes down, he loses it, then the ball's coming right back down towards San Antonio's way. That's when the game gets opened up and some kind of fluke happens. So
because these are the late sequences when your player goes down the team with the lead, that then you get the 5-6 minutes of added time.
Exactly.
And that's where sometimes it's gotten dicey for San Antonio FC, and there have been tense moments here. Rafa Castillo will get back up here maybe after about a minute or so. And then there have already been some, as you mentioned, players that had gone down here. Rafa trying to get hydrated will head off to the far side. In the 88th minute, we'll see what does indeed get added on. They're trying just to get Rafa off the pitch to kind of keep everybody moving here. Sorta will take the free kick. Came off Cochran. I don't think he saw necessarily the ball coming. Got him on the side of the face, but he was able to deal well with it to get it upfield. Looks like 5 minutes of added time is what's going to be added on. So, a lot of time left here.
Too long. Guys just need to stay focused here. I know they're tired right now. They've been battling. It's tough now. The weather, everything. Just got to battle it out.
Hold on to the lead.
As we cross into the 90th minute here at Toyota Field with Ryan Rashandel and our entire crew, Dan Weiss. San Antonio FC with a 1-0 lead. They scored all the way back in the 2nd minute. Tierpak, his 5th of the season. The fastest goal in San Antonio FC team history, but they'll have probably another 5 minutes or so to try to see out this result. Charlie Lyon. McCarthy. Pekka settles. Pineda spins back as he hands it to Franco. Return to Victor Pineda. Pineda slips it there, top of the area, and Van Avijk just couldn't get a clean touch. And then Van Avijk with the foul.
Well done by Billy, just to hold the ball up and be strong. Drawing a foul, lets everyone take a little bit of a breather.
And it'll officially be 4 minutes of added time here. 4 minutes in the second half. Rujo for Billy Forbes. To Victor. Nice job by Pekka. Wait, those are some fresh legs.
There you see the veteran going down the corner, wasting time.
And San Antonio FC keeping it alive. And a result here in a free kick, or as I call it, a corner. They'll go to the corner here after Araujo went down. They will actually go with a free kick. Castillo just got stripped from behind. A couple of minutes or so here for Orange County. One last gasp. Foul on San Antonio. They're not happy. I'll open it up for Orange County at least to get it upfield. Charlie Lyon's going to take it here to that booming right foot.
Right away, guys! Right away!
Van Avike will earn another corner for Orange County. Their fourth of the match.
Yeah, now Orange County's just throwing the kitchen sink at him, going very, very direct, pushing everybody up. Keeper's up there now. It looks like he's going in for the corner kick. Just trying to do everything they can, desperation time.
Ami Pineda will take it by the corner stick. Left-footed in-swinger. Deep ball. Underneath, loose, penalty on San Antonio. It's Michael Reed who commits the foul, and Orange County will have an opportunity to equalize in stoppage time.
Again, another interesting one. I'll be curious what this looks like here.
You gotta be kidding me!
Take a look at it again. This ball was very deep. Broken play in front, and Reed with the shoulder on Gustavo Villalobos, who's still down on the pitch.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's very, very unfortunate. Very rough call, I think. Tough for Michael Reed there. I don't think that Orange County player was even going to have a play on the ball there, and it was just a little bit of forward progress. The guy was just standing there, and Michael just happened to kind of run into him, but there was nothing malicious there. No intent to even win a ball off of him. It's very, very difficult for me to understand what the ref was calling here. He just lets it go by him, and yeah, it's tough, you know. It's very, very tough.
It's almost as if Michael's progress going after the ball is what took him into Villalobos. And I'm not saying it's not a foul.
Right.
But the circumstance, the timing of the game.
Yep. I mean, if you're a referee, you got to be 120% sure that's a foul. I mean, Michael's trying to pull up. You know, it's almost like the side of his body hit him because he was trying to slow himself down. And, you know, it's difficult. And unfortunately, the ref makes the call. He sees it that way.
Here's the game. Van Avike will take the penalty for Orange County, trying to level in stoppage time. 3 goals on the year for Van Avike, looking for his 4th. Stutter step, Van Avike levels at 1 in stoppage time as Orange County may have just stolen 2 points away from San Antonio FC.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about that. That's just tough. It's tough for everybody here.
Jerry Van Avike leveling in stoppage time. Restrepo guessing the other way.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. The kicker does a couple little stutter steps there. Diego picks aside, and unfortunately, there it goes.
That's the 3rd straight home match, Ryan, where San Antonio FC has conceded a penalty.
Yeah, and whether it's
it's a full moon out tonight.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like some of them may have been fouls, may not have been. That's another questionable call. I don't know. Again, 3 home games in a row where we've given up a lead. If this game at least ends with a tie, that's a lot of points left on the table.
Oh, opportunity for Victor Araujo, trying to do something special in the area. And had a word for the referee as he came back up.
Yeah, that would have been pretty special for sure.
Yes, it would have.
That would have been SportsCenter top 10.
That is it. San Antonio FC once again concedes a late goal. It came in the 5th minute of stoppage time. Michael Reed with a foul. Gustavo Villalobos. Jerry Van Avike equalizes. And the game finishes at 1 apiece. Here was what resulted in the penalty kick as Ami Pineda served it in. And watch Michael Reed, number 8, in the middle of the box, going after the ball right there.
You can see he's already kind of turned himself. It's difficult. Like, he does knock him down, right? But I don't know if the player even has a play on the ball there. Obviously, everybody on SAFC, coaching staff, players are not happy with the fact that the ref has pretty much he's decided the fate of this game. So it's difficult. It's difficult for everybody.
There have been, I tell you what, you were in Phoenix last Saturday. The home crowd was not happy at the call on the goalkeeper for Phoenix Rising FC that resulted in the penalty for Rafa Castillo, and fans here aren't happy in the penalty that results in the equalizer. And that man, he feels 2 points got away from him and his club here tonight. It was a fantastic effort all around for San Antonio FC, and they certainly deserve better.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the boys played their hearts out tonight. They came out fast. They were strong all game, created a lot of chances. It's one of those things. That's 3 home games in a row where we've given up a lead, whether it's lucky, unlucky, unfair. That's soccer. It's a cruel game, and you got to stay focused at 90 minutes a game, 95 minutes a game, and see games out. If they don't have a corner kick, that doesn't happen.
Ryan, pleasure. You're Mr. Utility. You're always welcome up here.
No, I love it. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Well, your club returns to action next week. They're on the road next Saturday night in Reno, Nevada. They'll take on Reno 1868 FC. Kickoff time 7:30, 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. You're going to watch it in the Match Center. For Ryan Rashandel and our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss saying so long from Toyota Field, your final San Antonio FC 1, Orange County SC 1. This has been a presentation of Spurs Sports and Entertainment in the USL. So long, everybody.